Hello, my magical, mystical, metaphysical friends. This is Sabrina with Three Sisters Rising. Thank you for being with us. I'm going to read you what our daily collective reading was today for June 28th, 2026. We pulled 3 cards. Welcome, beautiful souls. Today's collective energy is rich, expansive, and deeply transformative. 3 cards have come forward to guide us through this Sunday. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The medicine here is yours to receive. Card 1, Star Bathing. Keywords: light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. The first card, Star Bathing, opens this reading with a powerful activation energy. Your light body is being upgraded right now, whether you feel it or not. The cosmos are transmitting codes directly to you, and your energy field is receiving them like a crystal grid absorbs and amplifies frequency. This is a moment to be still, to breathe, and to allow. You don't have to do anything to earn this activation. Simply open, sit under the stars, even in your mind, place your crystals, and let the transmission come through. Something is being switched on within you. Invitation. Spend time with your crystals today. Set a grid, hold a piece of selenite or clear quartz, and consciously invite the light codes being sent your way. Card 2, A New Earth. Keywords: it's happening, keep holding the vision. The second card, A New Earth, is a confirmation and a call to persevere. What you have been praying for, working towards, and holding space for, it is happening. The figure on this card stands at the edge of a new world, a new earth, rising beneath a cosmic sky. She doesn't look back, she holds the vision. This card is asking you to do the same. Do not abandon your dream. Now, the timeline is shifting. The new is being born. Your role is to keep believing, keep showing up, and keep your eyes on the horizon of what is possible. Invitation. Write down your vision for your new earth, your life, your relationships, your purpose. Read it aloud. Speak it into being. The universe is listening. Card 3, The Void. Keywords: stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. The third card, The Void, arrives as a sacred permission to rest. The void is not emptiness, it is the great cosmic womb, the fertile darkness from which all creation is born. If you have been pushing, striving, or forcing, this card is asking you to stop. Not forever, just now. Winter energy is present even in summer. There are seasons within seasons. Something is gestating inside you that needs to be quiet, that needs the quiet of the dark to fully form. Trust the pause, trust the silence. The void holds you. Invitation. Give yourself at least 10 minutes of intentional stillness today. No phone, no noise, just you and the dark, fertile quiet of your own inner world. Overall message. Today's spread tells a beautiful story of cosmic alignment, visionary faith, and sacred rest. You are being activated by the stars, called to hold your highest vision without wavering, and invited to trust the fertile pause between creation cycles. This is not a day for hustle. It is a day for receiving, believing, and being. The universe is working on your behalf in ways you cannot yet fully see. Trust the process. You are exactly where you need to be. If this reading resonated with you, you can book a private reading for personalized guidance tailored just for your soul's journey on our website, Three Sisters Co. crystalsoddities.com. And also remember to check out our Patreon page our GoFundMe account, and our 2 Facebook pages to keep up on everything that the 3 sisters are doing. Now we're going to transition to our daily blog. The Chosen One: How Soul Contracts, Ancestral Karma, and DNA Healing Bring Your Lineage Full Circle. You didn't stumble into this life by accident. You chose it, every heavy piece of it. There is a soul in every family line who arrives differently. They feel things more deeply. They question what others accept. They carry a weight they can't quite name, but feel in their bones, their dreams, their nervous system. They are the ones who look at the patterns of their family and think, "This ends with me." If that resonates, this post is for you. You are what many traditions call the chosen one. Not chosen by someone else, chosen by you, before you ever took your first breath in this lifetime. How we make soul contracts before we incarnate. Before we enter a physical body, our soul exists in a state of pure awareness. In this space, sometimes called the between lives realm, the Akashic field, or simply the veil, we review what has been left unresolved. We see the threads of karma still tangled. We see the wounds that have been passed from parent to child, generation after generation, like heirlooms no one asked for. And then, with full knowing, we make agreements. Soul contracts are not punishments. They are sacred commitments, made between souls, with guides, with the higher self, to enter specific circumstances that will create the conditions for healing, growth, and liberation. We choose our families. We choose our challenges. We choose the exact terrain that will force us to excavate what has been buried for lifetimes. Some contracts are about learning, some are about teaching, and some, the heaviest, most sacred ones, are about breaking cycles that have been running in a lineage for hundreds of years. The one who breaks the curse is often the one who started it. This is the part that stops people in their tracks. In many lineages, the soul who incarnates to break the generational curse is the same soul, or a soul deeply connected to the one who set the original pattern in motion. Perhaps, in a past life, they made a vow of poverty out of fear. Perhaps they swore an oath of silence to survive persecution. Perhaps they entered into a contract of servitude, shame, or unworthiness that became the energetic blueprint for every descendant that followed. Now, they return, in a new body, a new time, to close the loop. This is not about blame, it is about completion. The soul understands that what is set in motion, it has the power to resolve. Coming back to heal what you helped create is one of the most profound acts of spiritual courage there is. It is karma coming full circle, not as punishment, but as a wholeness seeking itself. How past vows, oaths, and contracts impact the living and the non-living. When an ancestor made a vow, whether spoken aloud in a moment of desperation, sealed in a ritual, or simply lived so deeply it became identity, that energy does not simply disappear when they die. It becomes part of the energetic inheritance of the lineage. Vows of poverty passed down as financial blocks and scarcity mindsets. Oaths of silence passed down as difficulty speaking truth, chronic throat issues, or a family culture where feelings are never discussed. Contracts made with dark forces, abusive systems, or out of survival fear passed down as patterns of abuse, addiction, codependency, and self-destruction. These contracts bind both the living and the non-living. Ancestors who have crossed over may still be energetically tethered to unresolved agreements, and the living carry these imprints in their nervous systems, their emotional responses, their relationship patterns, and yes, in their very DNA. Generational trauma lives in the body, literally. Epigenetics, the science of how environmental and experience alter gene expression, has confirmed what mystics and healers have always known. Trauma is inherited. Studies on descendants of Holocaust survivors, enslaved peoples, and war refugees show measurable changes in stress hormones, cortisol responses, and nervous system regulation, passed down through generations who never personally experienced the original trauma. The body remembers what the mind has forgotten. The cells carry the story. This means that when you do your healing work, you are not just healing your mind or your emotions. You are rewriting the biological record. You are sending a signal through time, backward to your ancestors, and forward to your descendants, that the pattern has changed, the wound has been witnessed, the cycle is complete. How the Chosen One clears karma and trauma from the lineage. The work of the lineage healer is not linear, and it is not small. It happens on multiple levels simultaneously. Energetically, through ancestral healing practices, cord cutting, contract breaking, and soul retrieval. Calling in your ancestors of light to assist, releasing those who are still bound, renegotiating or dissolving soul contracts that no longer serve the highest good of the lineage. Emotionally, by feeling what your ancestors could not feel, by grieving what was never grieved, by allowing rage, sorrow, and fear to move through your body rather than calcify into disease or dysfunction. You are the first in your line to say, I will not carry this in silence. Mentally, by identifying and dismantling the inherited belief systems, the stories about money, love, safety, worthiness, and power that were handed to you as truth. Choosing new narratives, not just for yourself, but for every soul that comes after you. Physically, through somatic work, breath work, movement, and intentional care of the body, honoring the vessel that is doing this sacred cellular level work, nourishing yourself as an act of ancestral repair. Spiritually, by maintaining your connection to Source, your guides, and your higher self. The Chosen One cannot do this work from ego alone. It requires surrender, trust, and a willingness to be cracked open again and again in service of something greater than this single lifetime. The weight is real, and you chose it anyway. Let's be honest about something. This is hard. Being the one who wakes up in a family that is still asleep is isolating. Being the one who feels everything when everyone around you has learned to feel nothing is exhausting. Being the bridge between what was and what could be, carrying the grief of the past while holding the vision of the future, is a weight that can bring even the strongest soul to their knees. There will be days when you wonder why you signed up for this, when the ancestral pain feels like it will swallow you whole, when the family doesn't understand you, rejects your healing, or actively resists the change you're embodying. And still, you chose this. Not because you had to, but because some part of you, in that space before birth, looked at this lineage and said, I can do this. I am the one who can turn this around. That is not a burden. That is a calling. You are not just healing yourself. Every time you choose differently than your ancestors did, every time you speak the truth they couldn't speak, set the boundary they couldn't set, love yourself in the way they never learned to, you are sending a ripple through the entire lineage. Backward, your ancestors feel it. Those who are still bound begin to loosen. Those who have crossed over begin to rest more fully in peace. And forward, your children, your grandchildren, the descendants you will never meet. They will be born into a different energetic inheritance. They will not carry what you carried. They will stand on the cleared ground you are creating right now. In this lifetime, with every brave and tender act of healing. You are the change maker. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one your ancestors prayed for, and the one your descendants will thank. The work is heavy. The work is holy, and you were made for it. Ready to go deeper? If you feel called to explore your own soul contracts, ancestral patterns, or lineage healing, I offer private readings and energy work sessions to support you on this path. This is sacred, personalized work, and you don't have to walk it alone. You can book a private reading or session here on our website at Three Sisters Co. crystalsoddities.com. I thank you so much for being here with Three Sisters Rising and sitting with us for this podcast. And remember, let's do this together. Let's rise together.